Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the My Oh My, the show that brings you as it is in black and white or in no color at all, as long as eventually we bring it to you as we have been inspired to bring it to you. Remember, Corona is real. Wear your mask. I am alone inside here, that's why I'm not wearing a mask. Sanitize as often. Keep social distance. Let's fight this menace together. You and I, let's finish up this Corona. Let's go back to our normal lives. But that notwithstanding, this is the A to Z of life. We did A for alive. We were breathing at B. We set a consistency at C. We remain determined at D. And we are excelling in E. We did part A of excellence, and it was academic excellence, and we were dedicating that to our high school students. If you have not watched that show, you really need to go and watch it. It's awesome. And now we are doing part B of excellence, and I am dedicating this part B of excellence to my sons and daughters who are in universities and various colleges and basically institutions of higher learning, and most especially those who are transiting, the ones that are yet to join. They sat for their KCSE examinations a few months ago, and they are now set to join various institutions of learning, of higher learning, to pursue degrees and diplomas in different courses. This is for you. I am your host as always, Meshach Omuhaka Mkenya, and this is My Oh My. Grab your chair, grab a pen, grab a notebook, because there's going to be a lot of writing. Let us do this. So we did agree that excellence is the art of doing things the way they are supposed to be done to perfection. Excellence is about perfection, doing things the way they are supposed to be done, doing things with what they are supposed to be done with, doing things at the time they are supposed to be done, and doing things at the place they are supposed to be done. The rightness of your actions is what determines the excellence of the same. And therefore, we are talking about excellence from the perspective of doing things the right way and excelling and succeeding and perfecting whatever is it that you are desiring to do. And of course, we know that excellence gets to be a precursor to a life of perfection and a life of success. You want to be successful in life, you may want to set yourself a culture of excellence, a culture of excelling in your speech, a culture of excelling in what you do, a culture of excelling in your listening skills, a culture of excelling in your social skills, as a culture of excelling basically in everything that you get to do. So when you want to be a successful person, then you want to set for yourself a culture of excellence. Now you are going to campus, or you are already in campus, and while in campus, there are key things that we need to demystify for you. A few mistakes, I believe a few of us went ahead of you so that we are able to help you as you're getting there. You avoid committing the very same mistakes some of us committed. And so in this video, I will do a 5-5. I will look at 5 myths about campus life, and I will look at 5 things that I believe if you are to do, then you are likely to excel in your campus life and also in your life after campus. That gets to be very, very important. Let me start by saying that there is a myth that in campus there is a lot of freedom. And of course, this is something that even we high school teachers, sometimes we have told students that, hey, don't worry, when you join campus, you know, you're going to get a lot of freedom and life is going to be very nice for you over there. And there's no ringing of bells and, you know, all those kind of things. Let me burst that bubble for you a little bit and say that there isn't as much freedom in campus. There is an expectation of your ability to make rational decisions, mature decisions as such. there isn't freedom per se, because eventually your actions get to pay. You are evaluated gauging on your actions. You will not really be beaten up for failing to attend a lecture, but you are likely not to graduate if at all you don't attain some percentage insofar as class attendance is concerned. You may not be followed up to make sure that you sit for a CAT, or you submit your assignment, or that you sit for an exam, and so on and so forth, but that is likely to affect your performance later on. So there isn't as much freedom. There is an expectation that you're going to be wise in your decisions. There is an expectation that you're going to be alert. There is an expectation that you're going to think rationally as you make various decisions in life. There isn't freedom. Then there is also the idea that there is a lot of free time in campus. You'll hear again people talk about, oh, in campus there's a lot of free time, there's a lot of free time, we're able to do this, we're able to do that. Again, there isn't as much free time. I remember my days as a campus student. I think I was actually the busiest. People have blamed me to be busy, have accused me rather to be busy all the time. But I think there isn't as much free time. You are again expected to live a life of a grown-up who understands the importance of having schedules in life. You cannot exist in campus with absolutely nothing to do. There's a reason why timetables come out early in advance. You're able to very quickly plan your semester. On a day that you have nothing to do insofar as academics are concerned, you're expected to have something to do insofar as any other thing is concerned. So you are not supposed to just be free and idle and, lousing around, sleeping and watching movies and playing pool and so on and so forth. You're expected to use your time wisely to build yourself. It is important that you are able to be building yourself while at campus. You don't just say that there is a lot of free time. There isn't any free time for a sober university student. Number 3, there is an illusion that degree ni harambe, that you come together and that you're going to cheat in exams, that you're going to copy, so you don't need to read, you just need to grab the main points and then you'll explain, and all that carelessness. Allow me demystify this, that the job market is looking for persons who are skilled and persons who are hands-on insofar as content is concerned. The job market is looking for individuals that are able to, just swing into action, get in there and swing into action. We don't want to again retrain you on how to do something that we expect that you are trained. So please don't imagine that you're just in campus to pass time. You're not there to pass time. You're not there to just earn papers, get papers and then get a job. You are there to make sure that you get to acquire skills. You are there to make sure that you get to build yourself. So please, do not go there grabbing the main points and explaining them in the exam in your own wicked and irrational ways. No. Make sure you interact with your content as you are going to be a student. Remember, please, as important, that you're going to be a student. Don't go there with the notion that degree ni harambe. It is not harambe. You are there, you're going there as an individual and you'll be graduating as an individual. And life is really per se about you. It's not about, the conglomeration of people. It's about you as an individual. Be focused and build that life alone as an individual. That is myth number 3. Myth number 4 is the idea that in campus you are supposed to be broke. And I know many of you are not going to agree with me. But I think that it's possible to plan your finances. You do not have to be broke. The people who are educating you, your parents, your guardians, your sponsors, or whoever it is that is in charge of your well-being in campus, I want to imagine at a point they sit down with you and they ask you to calculate, to really provide for them a rough idea of how much you would need within a given period of time. And they make sure they provide that for you. I have a son of mine called Elvis Mboya. Elvis Mboya is set to graduate from Technical University, Mount Kenya University, MKU. And I once talked with him and he told me something maybe he didn't even think that he inspired, but he did inspire. We were talking and he tells me how his only source of financing is his parents. He calls them muzazi. He says, mimi huwa napigia mzazi mwisho wa mwezi na ananitumia na ninaitreat kama mshahara. Now, when he treats whatever the parents sends to him, I didn't get to check how much exactly is sent to him, but for him to treat it as a salary, it means he plans it out as a salary. And so, he's not likely to be broke on 15th. He's likely to be broke on 20th, 28th or thereabout, just as all of us who are in salaried income get to be broke at that time. So plan your finances. That which you cannot afford, do without. It is not compulsory, not unless it is some photocopying of notes or something. But you don't have to go buying that shirt or that trouser or that pair of shoe or that big phone. There are some things that you can actually do without. You do not necessarily need them. And so don't go there with a notion that in campus guys are supposed to be broke and so I am joining the club of people who are supposed to be broke. No, you can choose to be different, plan your finances and live a normal life. Then number 5, there is the notion that the moment you go to campus, you should apply for HELB loan, Higher Education Loans Board, the HELB loan. Let me demystify something for you, that this idea of HELB loan was supposed to help people who come from disadvantaged families. Today, someone comes from estates and they want to apply for a loan, for a HELB loan. In fact, they don't even inform their parents. So there's a parent here who sends 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 to support this human being in campus. And then the human being is having a loan. He takes a loan, 40,000, 30,000, or whatever it is that they get. Let me bring it to you today that is a loan. You will pay. It is not a grant. That is a loan and you are required to pay. And so if you don't need it, do without it. You will enjoy life out here. You will enjoy life. The job market is not as promising immediately. There is no immediacy insofar as acquiring of job is concerned once you have graduated. So trust you me, your loan is going to accrue a lot of interest. By the time you are getting into a stable income, a stable salaried income, so that you start paying that loan, you'll be paying a loan that someone might think you took a loan to buy a piece of land. They will not even realize that you took a loan to buy that woofer or that pair of shoe or that phone or those headphones. So there's no freedom in campus. There is no free time in campus. Degrees yo harambe. You should not be broke in campus. And you should and can do without help. Now, as you're getting into those gates, you'll be dragging your suitcase and get into the university. You will smell the fresh of excellence. You will smell the fresh, the scent of a scholarly presence. You will feel the environment of being a scholar, of being in a scholarly environment. And you will be, whew, now this is my opportunity. What are the 5 things that you need to do? Number 1, my dear son, my dear daughter, brother and sister, you are there as a student. Be a student. Let that be the most fundamental, basic thing about your existence, being a student. Ensure that whatever it is you do, you are founded on being a student. Talk like a student, dress like a student, interact like a student, eat like a student, live like a student, sleep like a student. Do everything that you do as a student. Be a student. The greatest mistake you will ever commit is to get to campus and forget that you are a student and start living the life of an individual who is not a student. When you are missing lectures, it means you are forgetting that you are a student. When you get into illicit sexual relationships, it will mean that you are forgetting that you are a student. And at this point, allow me to remind you, young men, that ladies are designed biologically and naturally so to get pregnant. You have unprotected sex with them, they are going to get pregnant. And I know no one is going to tell you this. There are some of them that sometimes actually would wish to get pregnant. Young ladies, let me remind you at this juncture that there is no university gentleman at this point in time in their rightful state of mind who wants to start a family. No one. No one wants to be a father. So before you lower your zip, you young man, Remember that ladies are designed to get pregnant. And before you lift up your skirt, young lady, remember that no young man is ready to take up the responsibility of being a father. Let us stop turning our universities into brothels and give them the respect they deserve. They are institutions of higher learning. They are environments for scholarly interaction. They are environments for research. They are environments to interact with knowledge and to think about knowledge and to acquire knowledge. Nothing more, nothing less. Let us not go there and misuse the opportunities that God has given us through those institutions of higher learning. Number 2, let us be wise as we choose friends. You're going to be required to be in group discussions, and it's very important that you make such very important decisions early in advance. Throughout your 4-year period, 3-year period, 5-year period, you are going to be required to do a number of things. You're going to be required to make sure that you present research papers, projects, group discussions, stamp papers, and so on. And all these you'll be required to do through groups. You'll be required to group together and do group discussions. Please, kindly, train and teach yourselves to stick with people who are objective, people who are going to think like you, people who are sharing the same vision, people that are focused, people that have the same ideologies and worldviews as you. Do not go joining yourself with people that are going to derail you. Don't join yourself with people that are going to misuse you. Don't join yourself with people that are going to put you in toxic relationships. Do not join yourself with people that are going to make you forget exactly where you come from. Some of you are coming from an extremely poor background, and your whole village is depending on you being in campus. Don't go get there and join in friendships with strange people who have no future, who have no direction, who have no, serious plans about life. Remember the poor background you come from. Remember your daddy, remember your mommy, remember how they have struggled to take you to campus. As you're choosing friends, let such be the precursors to that wisdom. Number 3, to those of us who are the people of faith, build your faith in campus. Out here, you can't build your faith. Oh God, it is difficult. You are joining campus, I envy you. You who is joining campus right now, I envy you. There are robust opportunities for you to build your faith. Go and join that Christian union. Go and join that Adventist union. Go and join that Catholic union. Go and join that Repentance and Holiness family. Be that fellowship and build your faith. I will speak a little bit more about the Christian union because I know a little bit too much. Those of you who know me, you know that I know too much about Christian unions. As you join the Christian unions, you'll have opportunities to be in ministries. Don't just go there and be the Sunday guy. No. Try and be in a ministry, be in the dancing group, be in the choir, be in the praise and worship, be in that Bible study group, be in that house fellowship, be in that evangelistic team, be in that, specific team, and have that close-knit family. In the Christian union, you are able to pray. You have opportunities to pray. Why? Because there are morning devotions, there are evening devotions, there are programs for prayer and fasting, there are programs for Bible study, there are programs for various fellowships and so on and so on, depending on which Christian union you'll be joining. But there are a lot of robust programs to build your faith. For Bible study alone, we have the basic normal Bible study. We have the consistent Bible reading, which are programs that a number of Christian unions have adopted, where you read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. We have the best Bible exposition self-training program, where you are expositing the Bible as a group and as a family. All these are geared towards building your faith. We have very powerful conferences, and make sure within your 4-year course, at least make sure you attend an Ezra conference, and make sure you also attend a commission conference. These are important conferences that are organized by Focus Kenya. They help you to build your faith. They help you to to establish your faith and to strengthen it. In such conferences, you're taught matters homiletics, you're taught matters apologetics, you're taught matters hermeneutics, you're taught matters cults and occults, you're taught matters leadership, you're taught matters financial management, and so on and so forth. And so attend such kind of Christian unions, because such kind of programs, because that's the moment when you establish your faith. The accountability levels in university Christian unions are top notch, because you make friends, you meet brethren. People will follow up with you. Brother, you didn't come for morning devotion, what's up? Brother, you didn't attend Bible study, what's up? Brother, you didn't come for fellowship, what's up? Sister, I've been seeing you, what's going on? Is there something you need to share? Accountability levels top notch. An important builder of your faith. Accountability. And so go join that Christian union and build your faith. As you're building your faith, also be able to build your leadership skills. It's again very, very important that you're able to build your skills. Let me also say that you need to build your social networks. Create important social networks. Your networks, we are told, is your net worth. Your networks are your net worth. Who do you know? That's life out here. And the people that you are going to meet in campus, a number of them are going to be your networks out here. And those networks are going to determine your net worth. And so make sure you create networks with the lecturers. Make sure you create networks with organizations. Universities offer robust programs that allow you to even do exchange programs. So don't just go there and be a zumbukuku tafadhali. Make sure you're able to interact and check around for opportunities. Apply around for scholarships. Build up your career. Build your networks. That is very important. And number 5, make sure you build your CV while at campus. Don't just go there and stay for 4 years and come out with 1 degree certificate. Refuse to do that. You could always do something. If at all you're getting into the field of tourism, for example, you could always enroll for some classes for foreign language, French, Spanish, German. Such get to be builders of your career. If at all you're going into a business course, you're going to be COM, you're going to do BBA, you're going to do business management, business administration, logistics, supply chain management, and all those kind of things. Kindly, you could always build that up with CPA. Enroll for CPA under CASNEB and make sure, again, you are doing CPA alongside your degree. As you graduate, you have your CPA certificate and you also have your degree. If at all you're going to be a teacher, you could always enroll for some counseling classes. Come out with a certificate or a diploma, you never know, in counseling psychology. Such small things. And these are offered in the institutions, sometimes at very cheap rates, sometimes even for free. SG NACADA has come to train people about drug and substance abuse. Kindly get in there and be trained. Some organization has come to do some sexual reproductive health trainings. Get in there, be trained, get a certificate. Some organization like, I don't know which organization does the Kairos training, but they have come to do the training for evangelists and reaching out to the unreached. Missions Campaign Network, I remember. The Missions Campaign Network have come, they're training people. Get in there, be trained, get your certificates. Those small certificates, eventually they will make a difference. That will be the difference between you and the person you will beat in a job interview. Because you're going to graduate in 4 years' time, 5 years' time, in your tens of thousands with the same degrees, getting into a job market that is quite as thin. We don't have a lot of space for new buys into the job market. So the difference between the guy who secures a job and the guy who doesn't secure the job is that extra mile, the extra certificate, the extra skill, the extra training. So make sure you build your career. You establish your career. Don't let it be a skeleton. Make sure there is a lot of flesh. Let it be as fat. Let it be as strong. Let it be as established. And so as you're getting into campus, I want to assure you that you are getting into an interesting life. You who is already there, you may know already that it is interesting. Let me also remind you that you're going to get yourself into moments of lawlessness. When you feel just low, you're going to commit a number of mistakes. You will find yourself in messed up situations. You'll find yourself to be broke, in as much as I've said you need to plan yourself and so on and so forth. And so let me, before I conclude, call unto us to speak out. We have seen university students that are committing strange mistakes. They are committing strange actions because of things that they have done in their lives. We are seeing people committing suicide because of relationships. We are seeing people committing murder and other gruesome acts because of relationships, because of mistakes they committed academically, because of mistakes they committed financially. I want to call upon you to speak out. And I always tell all my sons and daughters, pick up your phone and give me a call. Tell me, hey, Dad, I don't have food. If you don't do nothing today, I will sleep hungry. I may not have 1,000 shillings, but I may have 100 shillings. It's quite rare that I would just be at 0.0. That little that I will send you will keep you going for the next day. And more often than not, what you need is the next day. And so do not die alone. Speak out. If not to me, reach out to someone. There could be a pastor that you can reach out to. We have counseling programs in those universities that you're joining that allow you to be able to do a number of things, be able to reach out and speak out. Don't die alone. Don't suffer. Don't get into depression. It pains my heart when I see young people, the future generation of this country, getting into depression and ending up actually losing it completely. They get up into drunkenness and into drug abuse and into careless sexual lives, basically because they did not speak up. Kindly speak up. We all understand that you're going through challenges. We all know the kind of challenges that you're going through. But sometimes we are not able to support if at all you don't come forward to look for that support. So come forward. We may not be able to offer you much. But again, as I've said, sometimes all you need is a little push into tomorrow. And then you are able to see what happens tomorrow. And so don't die alone. Pick up that phone and call. Most of our universities have Wi-Fi. Go to that Wi-Fi, get onto WhatsApp and text me. Hey, Dad, it's bad. It's bad. I don't know what to do. Hey, teacher, it's bad. I don't know what to do. Hey, Meshach, it's bad. I don't know what to do. I will see how best to come in through for you. If not just me, just all other people would always be as concerned. Reach out, speak out. Reach out, speak out. Reach out, speak out. Do not die. Fungua roho yako, zungumza. Open your heart and speak out whatever it is that you will be going through. You have a responsibility, first to yourself, secondly to your future spouse and family, thirdly to God himself who gives you this life and opportunity to be, and fourthly to this country. And so as you step into those universities, make sure that every action and every step that you take is geared towards making sure that you offer your best. You offer the very best version of yourself, to your spouse, to your children, to this generation, and to God himself. Let every social interaction that you get yourself into be geared towards making sure that 5 years down the line, you will give us the best version of yourself. Make sure you give the church the best version of yourself. Give our families the best version of yourself. Give our organizations the best versions of yourself. We are waiting for you out here in 5 years' time to come and offer your skills, to come and offer your knowledge, to come and offer your zeal, even as you get into the job market. Therefore, remember on this very day that there is a stone that only you can lift. There is a smile that only you can create, and there is a tear that only you can wipe. You're not useless. You are very important. Remind yourself every morning, noon, and evening in your life in campus that there is a stone that only you can lift, there is a smile that only you can create, and there is a tear that only you can wipe. You have a responsibility to live up to that task and ensure that the stone that only you can lift has been lifted. Ensure that the smile that only you can create has been created, and ensure that the tear that only you can wipe has been wiped off. I wish you all the best as you start this academic journey. I wish you all the best as you continue with your life in campus, and I pray to God that you will have wisdom, knowledge, and insight to make sure you give us the very best of yourself. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Meshach Omhaka Kenya, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can always find me there. Meshach Omhaka Kenya is the username all over. make sure you subscribe. Share this with your friend. Share it with that Form 4 student who is yet to join campus. Share it with that friend of yours or that son or daughter who is already in campus. Let us do this. I've been your host, Meshach Omhakam Kenya. Let us do this again as we look at F. You can guess what it will be, for I knew not what it shall be. My, oh my.